Welcome children, good night. For all children appearing for Cbse class 9. Now sir, I am receiving all children for Sir by Physics. Now this course is foundational course. I am giving trace of motion and force. First question today, I am going to discuss question number 1, that is representation vector. You know there are 3 unit vectors, always remember. It is not in J and K. There are 3 unit vectors whose magnitude is 1, and any vector represented by unit vector I am writing R vector equal to I Rx J Ry K A Z. That means any vector can be represented by this unit vector R Z. There is component along the x-axis is P Rx, along z-axis Ry, and along k-axis, that means Rz. Magnitude of this vector R equal to root over Rx square Ry square Rz square. Those are appearing for those are going to appear for Neet or Aieeeforceand in the long run. They should start their vector concept from class 9. So I am giving trace on that one. Any vector divided by its magnitude will give you unit vector along the direction of the given vector. So Ijk, 3 unit vectors represent 3 directions: I along x-axis, J along y-axis, K along z-axis. Now if displacement vector or position vector Irx equal to J Ry and K Rz. Now children, you can ask me what is the magnitude. When you are going to determine the magnitude, first you take the square root, then you Rx square, Ry square and Rz square. Now any vector divided by its magnitude gives it unit vector along the direction of the given vector. Next, the question is unit vector, then magnitude, 2 is magnitude part. Now I am going to direction of cosines. Direction of cosines. What is direction of cosines? I am telling you. Direction of cosine means this vector, 3-dimensional vector, making some angle with the x-axis. Suppose it is cos alpha. Alpha is the angle with x-axis. Now cos beta, that is along y-axis, and cos gamma, that is along z-axis. So how can you calculate cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma? Cos alpha, always remember Rx component by mod R. It is Ry by mod R. It is Rz by R. You may ask, this is out of syllabus of Cbse class 9, but my course is not for purely for Cbse class 9 only, Ncert based, but I am trying a foundation level course. That means 25% to 40% syllabus of 11 will be completed in class 9 and 10. This is the direction of cosines, that is the part 3. So you have learned a vector with the help of 3-dimensional vector, its magnitude I have calculated. After that, direction of cosines I have told you. Suppose next two vectors, how can you add by triangle law? Suppose there are 2 vectors, A is a vector A, B is another vector. How can you add with the help of triangle law? Now triangle law tells, first what you will do? Now arrow gives you the head part of the vector, and this is the tail part. So first you write down A, you parallelly shift and you add with the head and tail B. If these 2 vectors represents 2 sides of a triangle, then you complete the triangle and take reverse order. You complete the triangle R. So R vector equal to A plus B. Again I am telling. Now A, head of the A is added with the tail of the B. You shift B in such a way the length of the B will remain same and direction will remain same. If the direction if you don't sit parallelly, that means you are changing the direction. If these two vectors represents two sides of a triangle, to complete the triangle, third side taken in reverse order will give you the resultant. So resultant equal to a plus b. Clear? That what I have taught today, I have taught three unit vector concept I, J, K. With the help of unit vectors, position vector I have given you. I have told you how to determine the position vector magnitude, then unit vector along the direction of position vector. All forms are given. Then I have taught you what is the direction of cosine. Direction of cosine means alpha, beta, gamma. That is the angles made by the vector along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. After that, I have told you how to obtain result. Don't think that as 2 hours and 3 hours adding 5 hours. 2 liter milk, 3 liter means you are adding, you are getting the 5 liter milk. But when you are adding the vector, don't add like scalar just 2 plus 3 equal to 5, because addition result or resultant result will depends on the direction between the two vectors. So these are the terms I have told you. Next, I am giving you component concept. Component concept, rectangular components of vector. I am going over rectangular components of vector. So what I have taught? I have taught in unit vectors, then magnitude of unit magnitude of a vector, then direction of cosines, then triangle law. Clear? Don't forget triangle law. This I have told you. Unit vectors, magnitude of a vector, then unit direction of cosines and triangle law I have taught you. Now I am rubbing, I am clearing the board. Next I am going to teach you. This is 3, that is 4. Now 5 is rectangular components of vector. Rectangular, very important, rectangular components of a vector. Suppose, answer I am giving you, suppose you imagine that F is a force, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is vertical line, this is horizontal line. Now a force is acting, making some angle theta with the x-axis. What are the two components? Rectangular components is the same. Angle between the two components is 90 degree. So you draw perpendicular on this. You draw perpendicular on this. So rectangular components fx by f equal to cos theta. So along the horizontal line, fx equal to f cos theta. Similarly, fy equal to f sin theta. This components concept is very important in the sense that when you are doing two-dimensional motion, that is projectile, then this concept is used in oblique projectile concept. Next is the triangle law I have taught you. I am giving you example. Suppose giving one example, 20 Newton force acting 60 degree angle. So this force will be 20 cos 60. Now cos 60 equal to half. So 20 into half, that is your 10. I should give you table 60, then table you must remember, and basic trigonometry you must use. Cos, sine, value all I am giving on the table. Now cos 60, similarly sine 60, sine 60 root 3 by 2. So I am giving you the table, you remember the table. Next coming momentum. Suppose a particle, whenever force is there, then it is coming P equal to ma. Next coming P equal to ma. Next second law, P equal to ma. What is the second law? Rate of change of momentum directly proportional to force. So a particle m is the mass, velocity initial u, final velocity v. Now momentum change time t. So you are getting m equal to v minus u by t. Proportional, the force proportional to this some books when force momentum is variable, then you can write force equal to derivative, first order derivative with respect to time with p equal to mv, momentum, mass is constant, so dv by dt. Now dv by dt gives us the acceleration. I shall teach you later on. Follow my channel. If you follow continuously my channel, I am sure, I am confident that you will get benefit. Now you are getting F equal to K m v minus u by t. So you are getting F equal to K m, that is the acceleration. For unit force, a force acting on unit mass causes unit acceleration. So you are getting for unit force F equal to ma. So force equal to mass into acceleration. It is proved. So second law in exam, second law they may ask you, and from the second law you derive force equal to mass into acceleration, and this formula is used to calculate force when mass and acceleration is given to you. Now children, another thing, I am giving you non-inertial frame and pseudo concept. Non-inertial frame, this I am going to teach you. So what is non-inertial frame and inertial frame? Children, why from my channel I am giving too much stress on these two chapters, motion and force? Because whatever chapters you do in physics, especially electronics, electrical and mechanics, motion is very important. Motion is very important part. So basic concept on Newton's laws, friction, work energy power, gravitation, all in this area you have to give extra stress. So what is inertial frame? Inertial frame means a frame where frame is rest, frame equal to rest or moving with constant velocity. Here constant velocity. All Newton's laws are applicable over there. Now children, frame is rest or constant velocity. Newton's laws are valid, that is the inertial frame. Action equal to reaction, second law, and in absence of external force, rest body will be rest, and moving body moving with uniform velocity will move forever with uniform velocity in straight line. Now children, non-inertial frame means a frame which is accelerated frame. Non-inertial means accelerated frame. Clear? Non-inertial frame means accelerated frame. Suppose A is a body, B is another body placed on A. When A is accelerated towards east with acceleration A, then pseudo acceleration of B will act opposite. The pseudo force, pseudo force or pseudo acceleration will act opposite to acceleration will act. So suppose a body rotating in a circle, you know, when a body rotating in a circle, then at every moment direction of the velocity changes, so acceleration is there, so it is non-accelerated frame. A pseudo force will act outwardly, that is called centrifugal force. One force is acting towards the center, that is centripetal, and another force that is acting outward, that is centripetal. And centripetal force equal to mv square by r. M is the mass, g is the velocity, r is the radius of the circle in which it is moving. So if there is non-inertial frame, two bodies are concept. A is moving toward east with acceleration a, then B will experience the acceleration toward west. B will acceleration toward west if there is a friction will act opposite. So when B having the tendency to move towards the west with acceleration, then friction in between B and A will oppose the motion. So this type of numericals you may face. So I am giving tests on this topic. You always remember I shall take at least 5 to 6 lectures or practice paper or 8 practice paper on this motion and force only, and what energy, power, gravitation. In this way I am giving too much lectures on this topic. I am giving too much stress on numericals, so that these two chapters, vector, motion, projector and Newton, should be completed in 9 and 10 only. If you complete all these chapters from class 11, then you do so many numericals from Eurodop or concept of physics in class 11 or any coaching materials you can take. So if you think that this channel is helping in the long run, but at present very interesting chapter you are going to discuss with you, then it is my humble prayer to all my children, those who are appearing from India or outside India. I think they will encourage me by subscribing my channel, and they share my channel, they will discuss my channel, they will suggest for my channel, so that channel can be improved day by day. I hope all students, those are appearing in the long run, I pray for their better future. So if they get chance in AIEEE or medical, then I must be proud of my children, whether I know them personally or I do not them, all of my students, so I have right to say positive for them. Now student, so these are the non-inertial frame, that is a pseudo force will come to clear to you. Pseudo, S-E-U-D-O, pseudo force will act. Clear? Thank you. Next I am doing pulley system or pulley system. So number 8, last one, I am teaching you pulley system. First theoretical part I am going to complete 8 pulley system. You see, simple I am going to discuss. Suppose there is a pulley, massless. A body 6, suppose M1, M2 hanging. There is a tension T. Now for that is M1G, that is M2G. So children, I can write for the first one M1. For M1 you can write, since M1 greater than M2, so M1 will slide downward. So length of that string will increase. Similar portion of the length will be decreased in the second string. So we have M1G minus T equal to M1 into A. A is the acceleration net force. So upward will be tension, downward will be weight. So weight minus tension, that is M1 into A. Similarly, for the second one, tension is lifting the body upward direction for M2. So we are getting a T minus M2G equal to M2A. If you add, then you are getting acceleration coming out M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2. Clear? G. So 1 and 2, if you subtract 1 from 2, then you are getting the acceleration of the system. Now children, if you divide 1 by 2, then you are getting M1G minus T minus M2G equal to M1 by M2. If you cross multiply, then you are getting M1 M2G M2A, that is M1T minus M2 M1G, or T is coming out twice M1 M2 m1 plus m2, that is g. So for pulley I am calculating acceleration as well as tension. Clear? Last one I am doing one numericals, then I am complete the lecture today. Next class I hope contact force, parallelogram law I am doing one by one, and projectile I shall complete, then relative velocity I shall do. So all of you do, or if you complete all these chapters in details, then I think in Olympiad and as well as NTSC exam you will get extra benefit. I hope you will follow my channel, you go through my channel, you suggest something for me. Now there is this problem. My channel will give extra trace on numericals, not only dry theory, you do theory at the same time numericals. Once you are very strong in theory and you solve your numericals, then you will get extra interest in physics. I am giving you two bodies, 6 kg and there is a 4 kg. So 6 kg body downward force giving 6 into 10, 60 Newton. So this body 6 kg pulling the 4 kg body downward 6 Newton. On the other hand, 4 kg body 4 into 10, 40 Newton giving reverse order. That means new concept. So it will try to go with extra resultant force upward. It is going 60, it is just 60, upward is 40. So resulting force 60 minus 40, that is will 20 Newton. So if you want to keep the body rest, so extra this body should be by, you should extra tension 20 Newton downward direction. Again I am doing, you will try to understand. There are two bodies. Again I am doing 6 kg, it is 4 kg. Now question is, what is the tension? What is the tension? That is by string, this body attached to the table. Now see, if you consider there is a downward force 6 into 10, it is heavier, there is a 60 Newton. This body 4 kg having tendency just opposite direction, same point, 40 Newton. So 60 Newton downward opposed by 40 Newton downward, just pulling each other. One is pulling 60 Newton downward, other is opposing by 40 Newton. So resulting force equal to 60 minus 40, that is 20 Newton. So the extra tension you have to put, that is 20 Newton, otherwise this body will move up with 20 Newton force. So extra 20 Newton force you have to apply on the string. Thank you children for today. Again I am coming on Thursday in my channel. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, if my health permits, then certainly I shall do video on class 9 Cbse based foundation level course for future for examination and baseline study to make your base strong. This course has been started on YouTube channel. Thank you.